Hey y'all, Kelsey with Kelsey Scrubs Boutique. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell button so that you are notified every single time I upload a brand new tutorial. This week we are doing the spring floral striped tumbler. I am completely in love with this. I love how this came out. It is very simple, very elegant, and still gives off the amazing amount of sparkle. So if you would love to see how I created this beauty, keep on watching. All right, y'all, we are going to start off with a fully prepped and sanded cup. I have spray painted it the Rustoleum white primer spray paint, and we're using a 24-ounce plump from the Steel Magnolia today. I'm going to place my first tape line just kind of as a guide so that I can go down the rest of the cup evenly. Now, the tape that I laid down first will actually be reused as we go down the cup so that we don't waste any more of our painter's tape, because painter's tape can be kind of expensive and I don't want to waste it if I don't have to. Once we have all of our lines mapped out, we are going to take this outside and we are going to spray paint it Rustoleum Gloss Coral. Now that we have it spray painted, I have 5 ml total of Fast Set mixed already. That is 2.5 of part A and 2.5 of part B. And we are going to do the epoxy method. I am going to be putting a very thin layer of epoxy on just the coral spray painted part so that we can go ahead and apply our glitter. Now you're going to want to use a very, very tiny amount. I did mix 5 ml, but I will not even use 1 ml of the epoxy. Once that is on there, we are using Girl Boss glitters in the color Peach Beach, and we are going to glitter our tumbler where we just applied our epoxy. Now once we are done glittering, I am going to tap off any excess, and then we are going to remove our tape. Now we're going to cut out our vinyl strips, and we're going to use the fill pattern in Silhouette Studio Business Edition to do this. So I made a rectangle, and I did make it 9.45 in width. That is the exact measurements that you need for the 24-ounce plump for the Steel Magnolia. And then for the height, I made it 1 inch. And we're going to have some overlap later, and that is okay. I will show you what to do with that. So after we make our rectangle and it's the size that we need it, we're going to go over to our color palette and fill. And we are actually going to put our pattern inside. And then we're going to play around with it to get it where we would like it. Now I made mine to where one end matched the other. That way the seam would not be as visible. But this is personal preference. If you're going to put a name down the side of the cup, I don't think it would matter too much if the ends actually meet up. So then I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees, and I print and cut about 5 of these. And once that was done, we were ready to go to the next step. All right, so about an hour after I applied the glitter, I did go in and spray this with Rustoleum 2 times clear gloss just to make sure that my glitter was not going to go anywhere. Once that was completely dry, I went ahead and started applying my vinyl strips. Now you're going to notice a slight overhang on the bottom, and that is completely okay. I will show you what to do with that overhang in the next step. But for now, you just want to focus on getting your strips correctly straight and making sure that your seam lines up. And then, of course, we did cut 5 of these. It's always a good idea to do a couple extra since you are going to be wasting the rest of the paper anyway and you can't reuse it, just in case you have your printable vinyl tear or something like that. I did apply 2 coats of CC DIY Fast Set before moving on to the next step. Now that we have our cup epoxied, we're going to apply our gold flakes. I bought mine at Michael's, but you can also purchase them on Amazon. And we are going to use double-sided sticky tape, which I also purchased on Amazon. I will leave the links to all of these in the description box down below. When you're applying your double-sided sticky tape, I put mine in the middle of the line and wrapped it all the way around the tumbler and left a little bit of overlap just so that I would be covered later on when we're applying these flakes. Now that we have all of our double-sided sticky tape on there, we're going to remove them one at a time and apply our gold flakes. Now, when I first applied the gold flakes, I did take a brush to brush off the excess. Later, I found that my finger worked way better. And then you probably will have some that gets stuck to the epoxy. I did use Fast Set here, so I'm sure that had a little bit of something to do with it. I just took a baby wipe and it came right off. I applied 2 more coats of epoxy and this beautiful tumbler was done. I absolutely love how this came out and I think it is absolutely perfect for springtime. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.